So we'll go ahead and call the meeting to order. We like to start every meeting with a pledge. I think we have some special guests tonight.
Yes, I would like to welcome Chris Hart and Drea Hernandez. Come on up. Two outstanding fifth graders. They were nominated by their teacher, Mrs. McCarthy. Chris is confident, motivated, and dedicated. He never gives up and always strives to excel in the classroom. His energy and charisma makes him a natural leader, and his passion and joy for life makes him a friend to all. Andrea is a quiet professional in the classroom. She's a model citizen and student. She's self-driven and conscientious in her work, kind and considerate toward her peers, and always willing to help wherever needed.
Can't start without you guys.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And for your hard work. Yes,
Thank you very much.
Big round of applause.
Okay, item number 2, any visitors or patron comments?
There's none.
Great. Item number 3, additions to the agenda.
Yes, we do have additions to the agenda under personnel. Item B, number 5, to add the NHJ sub bus monitor, Karen Becerra. 6, transfer a 20-hour part-time cafeteria clerk, Renee Peters. And then number 7 is the homebound instructor, Ryan Oliver. That would fall under personnel when we get to that later this evening.
Perfect. I'll entertain a motion to approve the additions to the agenda.
So moved.
Perfect. Hearing a motion and a second. All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Great. Passes 5-0. Consent agenda.
Yes, in your board packet, you have the consent agenda, letters A through K. If you have any questions or comments, now would be the time to ask. Otherwise, I would ask for a motion and for the board to pass the consent agenda as presented.
Motion to pass the consent agenda as presented.
Second motion.
Wonderful. Hearing a motion and a second, we'll take a vote. All those in favor of passing the consent agenda as presented signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Great. Passes 5-0. The best part of the meeting, recognition awards.
Go. Let's see. Where'd you go? I'll bring it back here.
I know.
You're hiding from me, aren't you?
Yeah.
All right. You're up.
Okay, so I want to recognize 2 teams that competed in a state contest in February. First, we'll do the senior chapter meeting team, which is the bulk of the group. So the senior chapter meeting team, what chapter meeting is it is professional, how to present a professional meeting. So using parliamentary law, using Robert's Rules of Order, they will go into a room, they have 60 seconds to look at a card, they have no idea, they don't get to talk to each other during that 60 seconds, and then they have to present the meeting with proper parliamentary procedure and effective debate. And so this year the team placed 3rd. I'll let you call their names. Gavin, call their names, that's fine. So, Lila Kephart, she serves as our president. Hannah Shannenfeld
Thank you. Nice job.
serves as the vice president. Brooke Setzer
Right.
is our secretary. Lola Petticourt is our treasurer. Right? No, reporter. Yeah, treasurer. Yeah. Ryan Alexander is a reporter.
We're going to end up taking pictures.
Reagan Ferris is the sentinel, which is a position that FFA has that is stationed by the door. Basically, they greet everyone and visitors and everything. Eliana Cole serves as the advisor. She wasn't able to make it tonight. Blake Legan was just a member. Kinley Pickerel was a member. Grace Runebaum, and then we had one more, Wyatt Harrell, but he is out at the track getting rained on right now, so. But this is your team. They were third in the state. They will get recognized at state convention in June.
Okay.
Here's round of applause.
Let's do one picture at a time.
Do what?
One picture at a time.
Okay.
Let's do this
Fine.
first. Do it. So, take all of you just as you are and jump over there.
Maybe make two.
I was joking.
Miss Ortiz gets the picture.
Come on.
Congratulations, you guys. So awesome.
So then our other team, you'll see familiar faces, was the meats evaluation team. And this team is all about the meats industry, so they identify cuts of beef, pork, and lamb. Retail cuts, they have to place classes of T-bone steaks, of whole hams, whatever it might be. They have to know how to yield and quality grade, and they take an industry exam, and what am I forgetting? Team activity? There's a team activity, it's like a keep call, so they give you a scenario, you're going to have a cookout, you're inviting your favorite people over, here are 16 steaks, or 16 cuts of meat, which ones would you actually use to put on the grill? Right, you're not going to take the liver and put on the grill, or, a chuck roast, something like that. So, this year the team placed second, and the nice thing is, first place team goes to National Convention to compete, which is in Indianapolis. The second place team goes to the National Western Stock Show to compete, which is in Denver, Colorado. So they won the better trip, and we will go by placing. So Reagan Ferris was our individual reserve champ, so she placed second in the state, in the state. James Shanafelt was fourth. Brooke Setzer was ninth. And then Luke Shanafelt was 19th.
Guys ready for another picture?
Yeah.
All right. Can't get enough of it, can you?
What terrifies me about this group is only 2 of them have ever been on a plane before, including the parent that's going with us as a chaperone. So I get to experience on a plane for the first time for a few of them.
Well, we are so proud of you guys. Thank you so much for all your hard work. I can't even imagine, the studying that takes, and I know we see a lot of your names doing a lot of amazing things for our district, so thank you so much to you guys and the awesome teachers that support us. We are so, so proud. Let's give them a round of applause.
You make a difference, actually, we had a conflict.
Okay.
So that, we're going to have a bonus, you make a difference next month.
Great.
Two.
So we'll move on to committee reports. C9?
All right, C9, last month, March, I was unable to attend the March meeting, and after reviewing the minutes for students of the month, for the month of March, NHJ did not have a student as recognized as a student of the month. But for April, young lady's name is Avery Wagler, she's in landscaping. It says Avery does an amazing job every day, no matter the weather or work conditions. She is always ready to face the challenge today. So congratulations to Avery. Also, we met last Thursday, kind of general business for the most part. I know that upcoming events at C9 on May the 12th, there's I think it's been put together by Brian Mendenhall. He's the instructor for the culinary arts program there. It'll showcase, it's called Food Truck Fight. So they're going to have a couple food trucks out there, and then they're going to have students that challenge each other and The culinary students will showcase their culinary skills, creativity, and teamwork in a competitive environment from 5:30 to 7:30. So if you want to get up there, and I'm sure they'll have probably samples and things to eat, typically you do have a food truck, so see how that goes. But so that's currently what's going on at C9.
Great, thank you, Mr. Harvey. The Education Foundation, we have a lot of really cool things going on. This past Friday, it was the coolest place in town to be. We had our princess in it with their knights. We had over 300 princesses in the house celebrating, having a great time, and also raised $4,100 to give back to the Education Foundation. Our next meeting, which is May the 3rd, we will look over all the scholarship applications, and those scholarships will be awarded at the senior night later in May. So we have that coming up. And then we got 2 really big grants since our last board meeting. The Johnson County Community Foundation gave us $6,000, and Andrews Hauser gave us $4,600. So those are pretty big numbers for us. So we're super excited about all the things coming. Our next meeting is May the 3rd. We're a pretty small group, so if you find yourself looking for something fun to do, please join us on Sunday the 3rd. Okay, moving on, old business.
Yes, old business. We do have some. It is now time for second reading for all our Neola policies. That's letter A, consider action to approve. Items 1 through 4, we'll group that as in its entirety since you've had this already. But the special updates is July 25, volume 38, number 1, volume 38, number 1, non-discrimination, and the policy update for driver requirements.
Wonderful. I'll entertain a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve the NEOLA 1 through 4 recommendations.
Okay.
Super. Hearing a motion and a second, is there any discussion? Great. Hearing none, all those in favor of approving the all 4 items, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Great. Passes 5-0. On to new business.
Okay, new business. Letter A, consider action to approve awarding bids for the intermediate school renovation and the administrative building from our architectural firm of Lancer and Associates and our construction manager, Patterson Holt.
Great. Will entertain a motion?
I'll make a motion that we approve the bids, awarding of bids for the current construction projects.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I would like to add that that is considering the base bid of the project, plus there's 4 alternates. Alternates 1, 3, and 4 would be included in that recommendation. Bid 2, which involved actually a new freezer, we're actually going to put that one on hold and not accept that at this time. So just to clarify, all that considered, the bid process came back at $9.8 million.
Any discussion? Okay. Hearing no discussion, we'll go ahead and take a vote. All those in favor of approving the bids, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passes 5-0. Letter B.
Letter B, consider action to approve NHJ truck, actually a purchase agreement. It says rental, but it's a purchase agreement. And that is something working with the Band Booster Club regarding a vehicle of their possession that we would actually use for the entire school community. And the amount of $25,000 for that truck would go to the proceeds of assisting in marching band uniforms.
Wonderful. We'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Wonderful. Any discussion? Great. Hearing none, I'll take a vote. All those in favor of the purchase agreement, signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? Great. Passes 5-0. Letter C.
Okay. Consider action to approve resolution to transfer amounts from the education fund to operations fund so that we are not in any form of deficit spending. Is that correct, Mr. Hukin? Thank you.
Wonderful. We'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the resolution to transfer amounts from the education fund to the operation fund.
NHJUSC.
Great. Any discussion? Jacob, I know we say it all the time, but I know you work really hard for us watching all the pennies, and we really do appreciate being able to just have our president, so thank you. All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Wonderful, passes 5-0. Letter D.
Letter D, consider action to approve the high school dance team out-of-state field trip to the University of Dayton, Ohio, that happened a few days ago, on the 11th of April.
I will make the motion that we approve the Indian Creek High School dance team out-of-state field trip that happened on 4/11.
I second.
Great. Any discussion? Wonderful. All those in favor of approving the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passes 5-0. Letter E.
Letter E, another field trip. Consider action to approve the high school parent booster club, the Brave Backers request to use NHJ buses for the post-prom trip to none other but Kings Island in Cincinnati, Ohio on May 3rd. That too being out of state needs your approval.
Make a motion to consider the action to approve the ICHS Parent Booster Group Brave Backers request to use the NHJ school buses for the post-prom trip to Kings Island, Cincinnati, Ohio, on May the 5th.
Second.
Sorry, got it.
Oh, that's it, how about the first?
Ain't going to fit.
It's been a couple days out.
Any discussion on the matter? Personally, I want to chime in just a thanks to all the parents. It takes a lot of money raised. I just really appreciate that, and I appreciate the school allowing it as well. So it's a collaborative effort, keeping our kids safe. All those in favor of passing the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Great, passes 5-0. Personnel.
All right, we're at personnel. In your board package, letters A, B, and C with the additions to the agenda that we already added at the beginning of the board meeting. Asking you as the board, any questions or comments? Otherwise, would you please approve the personnel involving resignations, retirements, employments, and coaches?
Yes, I'll make the motion to approve personnel A, B, and C in its entirety as presented.
Second.
Great. All those in favor of approving it as presented, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passes 5-0. Superintendent's report.
All right. Yes, mine's always short and sweet. We only have about 31 days of school left, so that's only 31 days of opportunity to get better. We do have, of course, still some state testing going on, and with spring sports and activities and end of the year, it's going to get really busy here as we traverse through the rest of April and the month of May. So I'd like to thank the board for your support, thank everyone that's here this evening, and I look forward to a great conclusion to yet again another great opportunity for our kids here at Indian Creek Schools.
Great, thank you. Items from the board. Kathy, would you like to go first?
I would like to just mention and thank all of the teachers, the assistants, all of the cafeteria, all the maintenance, all the bus drivers for a great year this year. We've just had a very smooth year, I feel like, and I'd just like to thank everyone that's been involved, the administration, office, everyone. So I thank you all.
Brian.
Same thing, like Kathy said, Kelly said it best our last meeting. I mean, everybody we have here is, we got great teachers, we got great principals, we got great, everybody, everything that we do here is, I mean, look for our FFA program, and just, I mean, everything that we do is crazy. I mean, just really good. Something, Troy's not here, but I went to the science fair, the first one they've had in years. It was awesome. I mean, the boy that won first, Jacob, is it Padre, actually?
Padre.
Huh? Foudre, yeah. I'll take the word for it. Yeah, he did a thing for, on pictures, it was AI versus real pictures. And it's just amazing. I mean, there's so much stuff they did in there. I mean, it was just really cool. So thank you guys for supporting that and putting that on. Hopefully it keeps continuing, because I mean, I think there was probably about 30 kids there, right? Like 12 or 18 projects, and it was nice teachers that put it on. It was, the volunteers come in, and, I mean, it was pretty amazing to see it, so. Yeah. So thank you for that.
Yeah, something I found out today, I just wanted to acknowledge the passing of Norman Stockton from Morgantown. His wife, Sandy, passed away a few years ago. Taught here. Norman was, I'll be in him talk, when I first started to run for the school board way back, he was, I believe he was just about ready to retire, had retired. But I'll just read you a little bit here from his obituary. It says, Norman devoted more than 40 years to a distinguished career in education. He began teaching at Morgantown Elementary in 1966, then became principal at Trafalgar Elementary. He served as assistant principal and athletic director at Indian Creek Middle School and was superintendent of Neza Hensley Jackson Young School Corporation for 6 years. Starting in 1990, he served as business manager for Johnson County Special Services. In 1994, he pivoted to construction control, working with schools and new building projects. He then returned to school administration in 1997 as superintendent of eminent schools, concluding his career and retiring in 2006. So it'd be greatly missed. Just want to acknowledge that family is not.
Thank you so much. Kelly, I see you have a list. I love it.
I don't have a list.
Hit us with it.
Well, it's not a list this time, but I have to start with FFA. Thank you for what you do as a student. My daughter was in FFA when she was in school year, and it really impacted her life in developing leadership skills and confidence. And you can see in these students. I wanted to ask them how well we were doing with our...
You don't want to.
Okay, all right. And then I want to piggyback on everybody else. That's what my note is, just saying that, you know, I've been part of 4 different school districts in different roles. And this time of year is the most exciting time of year, but it's also has some challenges because we're through the cold and flu season and we're getting sunshine and we can see the finish line, but our attention spans are kind of dwindling down. Anyway, I wanted to say, like they have, thank you to everybody who is in any way involved in this school, whatever your role is. Thank you for everything you've done to this point. I want to encourage you to keep your eyes on the prize. The finish line is right there. Let's run strong and get there and finish well. And finally, just to tell you that I want to speak for all of us, if you don't mind, but we're here cheering for you the most loudly, and we're here to help you if there's something that you need. So I hope you'll, you know, think of us as the water stop or the cheerleading unit. But thank you, great job, keep going, and looking forward to graduation and prom and all those things.
Well, I couldn't have said it better than that. That's a hard act to follow. So the only thing I'll add is to make sure and mark your calendar for the plant sale, which is Mother's Day weekend. That's another great way to support the FFA. So truly, like we've all said, we really are your biggest cheerleaders. Thank you for making us proud. And I think that's all we have for tonight. So I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.